Hello and welcome in this video. I'm Angelo and today I'd like to present you another cool game from the FIDE Candidates Tournament 2020. The game played between Grisuk and Alexenko. So white start the game with c4, the English defense, e5, g3. This is a nice move in order to develop the bishop in fianchetto and control the squares with that highlighted with green color, e4 and d5. Knight f6, bishop g2, bishop c5, d3, continue his strategy, d5, and of course it's important for black to strike in the center. C takes d5, knight takes d5, knight c3, and here black have some options. One of them is to capture the knight on c3. B takes c3, short castling, queen c2, knight c6, both sides are developing the pieces, it's normal, knight f3, f6, a logical move, avoiding any kind of bishop g5 ideas, short castling, rook b8, and here the position is approximately equal. White didn't manage to create any initiative in the opening or to take any advantage, but Grisuk is more experienced player, and for that reason he would like to trick his opponent. He would like to create a central strategy and step by step push his central pawn, something like that, and he is waiting to see what his opponent is going to do. So rook b8, a logical move in order to overprotect this b7 pawn, and after that bishop b2, b6, rook 8, d1, everything in the center, queen e8, and now black is threatening to play this move e5 in order to destroy white's pawn structure, and for that reason Grisuk played this move e4, and he intends to play d4 and continue his central strategy. You see, all of white pieces are controlling this d4 square, the bishop, the c3 pawn, the knight, the rook, everything is ready, right? But you may ask now, and you may see that d3 is a weakness. You may claim that d3 is a weakness, but it's very difficult for black to press it, and of course white have the opportunity to push forward this pawn. So bishop d6, he'd like to avoid this tempo with d4, and for that reason he retreated his bishop, and now another very typical maneuver. A lot of friends kidding me that I'm making this maneuver very often, and when you have the fianchetto, this is very typical maneuver in order to free your f pawn and push it forward. Knight f4, and of course the knight is aiming for this f5 square. Bishop g4, f3 in order to kick the bishop away, bishop d7, f4, e takes f4, g takes f4, and now white have everything he needs. He have a fantastic center and he would like to push forward the pawns. Knight a4, a nice move in order to do something in the center. You see, maybe he would like to play something like c5 or something else to do something in the center, of course. Rook d1, prepare everything, queen d8, queen f2, everything again, and now here is the first question for you, knight c4. And of course the first thing that you should may notice is that the knight is hanging, right? Are you going to capture it or not? And in the game, Grisuk didn't capture the knight, because if we capture the knight, then black have this very nice move, bishop c5, and now black is winning because he pinned the queen and the king. These pieces are in the same diagonal, and for example we can play something like that, but we have another tactical blow here. We have the overload piece, the queen is overloaded and he should protect the rook and the knight as well. And after this exchange, bishop takes e3, queen takes e3, black can recapture here the knight, and black have exchange up and winning position. For that reason Grisuk didn't capture the knight, he didn't touch it, he goes back, bishop c1, bishop c5, d4. Now that things are not the same because we can push the pawns in the center, bishop e7, knight f3, controlling everything, keep them in solidly in the center, and of course the knight was under attack, and now he would like to push forward the pawns. So black did this move f5, and now this is another very good moment that Grisuk didn't do anything in the center, but he made this blow, this counter blow. He is attacking the knight, right? So he's attacking the knight, and of course now this move is not good, because if he goes here we can play intermediate move, knight a4, we're attacking the bishop. He can go back, of course, but we pinned this knight, and he doesn't have any good discovery with the knight, and we're attacking the bishop. So here black have problems, right? For that reason he didn't play something like that. He goes back on d6, and after that he played e5. We're attacking the knight again, knight e4, and now he played another move, another very good move. I'll provide you the move and I ask you the reason behind it. He played knight d2. White he has done that. The c3 pawn is unprotected, right? Can black take the pawn? Of course not, because if he captures the pawn, then we have this double attack, queen c4, and after the king can move away, of course, but white can capture the knight and white is winning. For that reason he captured here on d2, bishop takes d2, bishop e6, try to control the light squares, and maybe this pawn on a2 is under attack. Queen d3, and Grisuk give this pawn, right? But here again black didn't capture the pawn, and it's important to remember not to take everything that your opponent offers, right? Because he would like to win you, he has something in mind, and after this move white can play this c4 and white have a very good initiative. For example, if black plays on h8, then we can trap the bishop cannot go away. The only move here is b5, of course, in order to liberate the bishop, but after c d5 white have a very strong initiative because black pawns on c7, on a7 are weak. We have very good control in the center, we can push the pawns, we can win a tempo here to attack the bishop. Okay, white's position is preferable. For that reason black tried to organize his pieces and played queen to d7, bishop e3, c6, a4 in order to prepare the minority attack with less pawns, these pawns here on queen side, and try to make harder this move on b5. And here Alexenko feel the pressure, right? Where he will going to play. He cannot play in the king side, he cannot play in the center, he should do something, right? And for that reason he took this decision to play a6 in order to free his play. He is sacrificing a pawn in order to activate the pieces. Please notice that both players have some time trouble here, and of course Grisuk captured the pawn. Why not? The pawn is a pawn, right? Rook a8, queen takes b6, and white have two pawns up right now. Bishop d5 in order to exchange this key defender here on king side, and black is dreaming to do something against white's king. Here a difficult move to play is bishop d5, because voluntarily we exchange our last or the most important defender of the king, and after queen d5 we can play this move c4, another very difficult move to spot during the game. Not only to spot, but to play it as well, because we are changing the character of the game and the battle. Black can recapture, of course, and after that white's idea is to play rook c1, exchange all the pawns on the queen side. White will recapture this pawn on c4, and he will give this a4 pawn. For example, after queen d3, bishop d2, and you can see that we will capture the c6 pawn. The bishop on e7 with the green color is not good. We have this solid pawn on d4, and after the exchange, for example here, maybe to capture here queen c6, okay, we will remove the rook again, but you can see now that white have fantastic center. He can push, not right now, but at any moment he can push the pawn. Of course white can give this double attack. He will not win a piece here because we will have the rook on c7, but the position is complicated right now, and even if black didn't capture immediately the pawn, white have some issues here with the backward pawn on d4. Black pieces are active because white's king is not very good protected, and we have something. This is a difficult position to play it during the game. For that reason Grisuk didn't capture there. He played another very logical move, queen b2, rook takes a4, and rook a1. We have a pawn up, and of course he would like to exchange pieces. Rook f a8, and now we have a lot of exchanges. Let's go. Rook takes a4, rook takes a4, rook a1, rook takes a1, queen takes a1, bishop takes g2, king takes g2, queen d5, check. And now what are you going to do? It's white's turn. Here your king is under attack and of course you should move it. During the game Grisuk didn't play correctly, but both of the players had time trouble, and after that the position is draw. We will see how. And here we have this move, a logical move to go on g1, and another good move is to play king to g3. Okay, you should be brave to do such moves with your king. You may be brave or crazy, something between these two words. And the idea is to stop this check on h5, because during the game he played this move and he didn't realize it immediately that he gave up the draw. After this check, king e2, queen g2, and white cannot parry this check with bishop f2 because black will capture it, and after this king d3, queen e4, king d2, queen g2, and both players agree in the draw, because if he tries to do some smart thing like that to escape the perpetual check, he can give a check, black can give a check on f1, king b2, and of course black will not capture the queen here. He will play queen e2, and after king b3 he can capture the bishop and he will win. For that reason, after this move, queen g2, both players agree in a draw. Did you like the game? I hope so. All the best and see you soon. So, why you should become a member? This is an amazing opportunity to you to support the channel and gain access to exclusive perks. Well, it's not just about supporting the channel, it's about becoming part of the exclusive community. You'll be helping me to continue creating the content you love, and in return you get some fantastic benefits. We have 3 membership levels tolerated fit everyone needs: the gold, the diamond and the platinum. Join as a member is a great way to interact with me directly. You will get loyalty badges next to your name in comments, access to custom emojis and special discounts. I prioritize replies to members. Access exclusive videos available only for members to enhance your chess skills. The time to improve is now. On the platinum membership plan, you will get a chess course for free. So what you are waiting for? Click the join button to become a member today. Let's take this journey together to the next level and unlock these amazing perks.